Hello everyone and welcome to another video where this is going to be my 5 things I like and dislike about my 220i M Sport Gran Coupe. Some of the things are not quite a design issue or problem with the car itself, but maybe things that are related to it. But if you carry on watching and you'll understand what I mean. So one thing that you can see straight away that I'm not really a lover of is the chrome grille at the front. One of the only models that comes with a chrome grille. The 235i comes with like a satin bronzy finish with a different pattern. Chrome has sort of had its time, and I feel like a gloss black one on this one would have been a lot better. So again, nothing wrong with it per se, that's personal choice. We'll go on to the next thing, and this is probably one of the biggest issues or problems that I had with the car, and that is this little badge, the little M badge, not the badge itself but what it represents. And the biggest problem we had with this car, it seems silly, is the insurance, and the insurance was such a pain because of this badge. I'll give you the rundown on the M badge. Now previously, if you've been part of the channel for a while, you'll know that I had an M2 competition. Now that is a full-on M car, M performance, 410 horsepower rear-wheel drive sports car. There's no doubt about it, it's a sports car. My insurance on that, with my girlfriend added on as a named driver as well, was £990 for the year. I've got no accident history, no claims or anything. Full, like, I'm good. I'm a good driver. No points, nothing. I get this car. You'd think if I'm £990 for an M2 comp, this is going to be nothing. I tried insurance companies. Some companies wouldn't even insure me because of this badge. Other companies wanted to charge like £3 grand, £1,800, and the cheapest one we got was like, yeah, around £1,800. And he said, I said, you're having a laugh, aren't you? And he said, well, it's because it's a performance vehicle, it's got M Sport on it. I was like, performance vehicle, you're having a laugh. It's a family car, it's got 75 horsepower. And he goes, oh, what did you drive before? I said, an M2 comp with 400 horsepower. That is a performance car, and I was paying less for that than what I am for this. But eventually, it all got sorted, and we got it obviously cheaper than what we was paying for the M2. It was just quite a bit of aggro for something that should be a very simple car. So now, another thing, I'm since used to it now, so it's not really an issue anymore. This is kind of just me being a bit like cautious of the car. But on the key fob, you've got the boot unlock button, and if you hold it, the boot will unlock on its own. Now, it seems to have slowed down now, but first, when we first got it, I guess it was like wearing in the speed of which it shot up at because of this tiny little gap here between the corner of the boot and the glass. I kept panicking and thinking it's going to hit the rear windscreen. Now the next thing is the puddle light. Now most cars nowadays come with puddle lights. When you unlock the car, when you're getting in and out, unlock the door, you get a nice little BMW on the floor as a puddle light. You don't on the other side, on the passenger side. There's no puddle light at all. It'd be okay if there was a puddle light but not BMW, or it's different or something like that, but there's not at all. So I'm not entirely sure why there's one on just the driver's side and not on the other. Bear with me on this one because it's a little bit hard to explain and I can't really demonstrate it, and that's because I'd need to be in a petrol station. I don't think they'd let me film there. Right, so petrol cap, not an issue. You know, obviously when you go to a petrol station and you actually put in the pump, the trigger into the nozzle into the pump. I don't know if this is because it's sitting at a bit of an angle. Someone's designed it to sit at whatever angle. But if you have the petrol pump, you know when they do, like, it thinks it's full and it clicks and it stops the fill process. It does that a lot, and I think it's because of the angle. And if you rest it or you just sort of put it in naturally, it will keep clicking, and you have to sort of fiddle around with it, just trying to get the right angle for it to then stay on. And sometimes you could sit there for a minute or two just trying to get the petrol station to work. And this isn't just for one petrol station, I've had it at like quite a few different brands and different pumps. I don't know whether it's just a fluke and it's specific to my personal car, or whether it's just a Grand Series problem. But yeah, it's like a little annoying thing that just happens. Something to look out for. Now, as for the the pros of the car, I mean, the pros are pretty, not endless, but they definitely outweigh my dislikes and the little troubles that I've had with it, like insurance and stuff. Because of the engine it's got and being a sort of a cheap small engine family car kind of thing, there's straight away you've got the pros of it's cheap to insure, it's cheap to run. The MPG we get on it on a long run as well is brilliant. BMW states on their website of a combined MPG average of like up to 46 MPG, I think it is. It might be a little bit less, but we've definitely got more than that. If you've done it right, you can get over 50 MPG. So we've done 350 odd miles in a day and used just over half a tank, 3/4 of a tank. It's brilliant. It's nice and quiet and comfortable for them long trips. It's yeah, really comfortable. It's one of them cars you don't get out at the end of a long drive and think, oh, like I need to stretch my back. It's good. But then you also start saving money on things as well. So this car, most cars have a service of every year or every 9,000 miles, 8,000 miles, something like that. This car is serviced every 2 years or 18,000 miles. So that's a win. Whatever way you look at it, that's a win, because you are saving a chunk of money, £300-400 or whatever a service is on this. Every other year you're saving money. So that's good as well. One thing I see as a pro, they're not an uncommon car, but they're not common either. So it's not like a full Fiesta where you're driving around and you go, oh, Fiesta, another one. Which I think is a nice thing, because no one wants to get bored of their own car by seeing it everywhere. Price-wise, I think it's a nice, cheap, entry-level family car. It's got everything you need as a family car. It's got the 4 doors, it's a Gran Coupe. You've got a nice big boot at the back with plenty of storage. You've got the practicalities of that family startup as well in mind. It's got, I don't know what they're called because I haven't needed to use them yet, but like in the seats they've got like the baby latch things for hooking baby chairs and stuff in. Same for the front seat, there's one on the back. All that sort of stuff. Plenty of charging things around the car, so it's all USB-C now. So you've got a USB-C at the front, you've got 2 at the back for each passenger. It's just I can't put it any more simply, it's a convenient car, and that's what we want. We want convenience in life. I told you I would remember something, and there is something else that I really like about this car. Seems silly, and I don't know if it's just me, but you know when you clean your windscreen, there's always like 2 jets. There's one there for like middle of the driver, middle of the passenger, and then that's like sort of like covers the arc of the window wipers. Now in this one, there's a 3rd one which is in the middle, and I feel that like that's much better at covering the whole windscreen, because you always get like dry patches where water's missed the wipers, or the wipers are too quick to catch the water kind of thing. And I feel like that 3rd one in the middle makes quite a big difference. Seems silly, but I'll give like a little demonstration. See, little 3rd one, just to cover it a bit better, and I like that. You don't see that often. As for that 5th dislike, I don't think there really is one. I might think of one later, and if I do, I'll put it down in the comments. Not even necessarily just for a family point of view, it's just a good daily car for work, to and from, a business car, commuting around, seeing customers, doing whatever you need to do. It ticks all the boxes. So on that note, I'll leave you to it, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and check out the full review. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one very soon.